Hi there and welcome to Cash Rendezvous. I'm Emily Landine.
And I'm Tamara Bradley. This week marks the 125th anniversary of Utah State University. So here at Cash Rendezvous, we've decided to mark the occasion by putting together a show in honor of all USU has to offer.
Well, 125 years is certainly a long time, and over the years, Utah State has changed quite a bit. Jenna Lynn is live to share some of the history of USU. Jenna?
Thanks, guys. Well, I don't know about you, but when I think of USU's history, I think of Old Main. So I went out to go and find out more about this building's past.
Many students at Utah State University have classes.
USU's been in this business for a long time.
There's no doubt that Old Main plays a significant role in USU's history. But something else I found out that you might find interesting is back in 1892, the very first game of football was played right here on the quad. And might I just say, we won, beating none other than University of Utah 12-0. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jenna. One of the things that makes Utah State unique is all of the open space on campus.
But in the winter, getting from building to building can get pretty cold, so I went to find a way to stay warm without having to layer up.
Walking to class is getting colder than ever.
When you just want it to be spring and be warm.
I definitely bundle up and then I walk through all the buildings.
And while some students are okay facing the cold, there's another way. But first, let's take the normal route.
Okay, we're over here at the TSC. We've got class in the Fine Arts Center. Let's go! And we're here again, a little over 13 minutes, and I'm still warm.
So the choice is yours. It does take longer, but if you're set on being warm, take the inside route. You might just learn something new.
A lot of the places on the route are usually empty, so it could be a great place to hang out with friends or eat your lunch.
Departments at Utah State are known for supporting their students both in and outside the classroom, and that was certainly the case on Tuesday. Food, and lots of it. That's what the Huntsman School of Business Global Affairs Committee offered students at the Taste of the World event, and students packed in to get a bite. But it wasn't just about the food. The Global Affairs Committee wanted to get the word out about opportunities USU students have to travel the world with the Huntsman School of Business. And what better way to show that than with the international business students offering a piece of their country's food to students. For the committee and the students, it was a win-win situation.
We had a really good
Put some effort into it and it all came out pretty good.
If you want to learn more about opportunities to travel abroad with the Huntsman School of Business, you can find a link to their page on our own website, aggietvnews.com.
I know one of the things that brings a lot of students to Utah State is the world-famous Aggie ice cream.
I know that's one of my favorite treats, but we wondered what makes it so good, so we sent out our Jason Borba to find out.
When Utah State was first, Jason Borba, Cash Rendezvous.
If you have any questions yourself about Aggie ice cream, you could go to the creamery or visit their website. The link is on our page at aggietvnews.com. Well, still to come on Cash Rendezvous, find out what has these Aggies making sweet music.
And we'll have your Cache Valley weather report. Welcome back. CNN reporter Jessica Ravitz stopped by Utah State last week.
While she was here, she sat down with me to share some advice and experiences. We see it that you do in your line of work. You can get some very emotional stories.
You know, skill sets and interests and just playing up who you are and what you're into.
Before Ravitz worked for CNN, she worked for the Salt Lake Tribune. She says that while she's enjoyed traveling and doing national stories, she does miss working local news in Utah. Before the break, we talked about Aggie ice cream.
But there's another famous Aggie tradition you can also take a bite of, and it started when a couple of USU engineering professors decided to take their talents from the classroom to the kitchen. In the hub on campus, there is a delicious tradition that is found on the menu at the Triple Bean Bakery. In 1998, engineering professors Marvin Halling and Joseph Caliendo came up with what is now known as the Marv and Joe sandwich. The idea surfaced when they came to the bakery and wanted some more than just a slice of bread. With the help of USU Food Services, the Marv and Joe became an official menu item in 2001. 12 years later, the sandwich is still a staple item for students eating at the hub.
We would go running during their noon hour,
And when we would finish our run, we'd go over to the hub to get something to eat, and we just started sort of customizing a sandwich.
Both Marv and Joe were given a lifetime supply card by the university for free Marv and Joes, a card that Marv says he still uses once or 2 times a week. If you love being an Aggie, you'll love what Dr. Corey Evans, the chamber singers, and others from the music department are putting together.
In an old storage room, they found a handful of songs that haven't been sung in over 50 years, so they decided to bring them back to life and record them for the first time ever, including them on a CD that will feature many traditional Aggie songs. Victoria Carden has more.
These are members of the Chamber Singers Choir. They are
Victoria Carden, Cash Rendezvous.
The Aggie Songs album will be available in the bookstore and on iTunes. While it isn't necessarily a piece of USU history, the penny has been around the entire time the university has, but it might not be around much longer.
Our Marie Titza found out what some people are doing with the pennies they aren't spending.
Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head.
No matter what you decide to do with your pennies, people have shown they can be used for almost anything. Marie Titza, Cash Rendezvous.
The Canadian government stopped producing their penny this year, and President Obama has been trying to stop the production of the U.S. penny since 2008.
Well, Eric Jungblad is outside live with our weather forecast. Eric, I woke up to snow this morning. Please tell me there isn't more. Thanks, Eric. Coming up on Cash Sports.
NFL scouts are in Logan today. We'll tell you why they're here and who they might be interested in.
Hey y'all, Courtney Robinson here again with your ATV Sports starting now. NFL scouts were in town at USU's Pro Day today.
Thanks, Courtney.
When we come back, we'll take a look at one of USU's oldest and most popular traditions. Stay tuned.
It's a tradition almost 100 years in the making, and it calls for some late-night kissing. Becoming a true Aggie is one of the oldest and most well-known traditions at USU.
Cash Rendezvous' Brandon Fonda tracked down some of Utah State's oldest true Aggies and is live with the details. Brandon?
Hi guys, well tomorrow I won't go into all the details about the actual kissing, but I will show you what the students think of becoming a true Aggie and how it all got started.
It is unknown as to when the true Aggie tradition spread to everyone else.
I briefly spoke with Aggie alum Lewis Livingston, who is 90 years old and came here in 1942. And he doesn't recall the tradition as being done by everybody here on campus, so there's kind of a gray area in between the 40s and the 70s as to when the tradition actually went campus-wide. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brandon. The next opportunity to become a true Aggie will be March 27th at midnight on the Block A by Old Main.
So Tamara, are you a true Aggie?
You know what? I'm not yet. Haven't checked that one off my list yet.
Oh, I haven't either, and I'm a senior, so I think I've got to get that one going.
Yep, we better get it done pretty soon.
Yeah, should happen. Well, we'll see you after spring break with another Cash Rendezvous.
We leave you today with some of the music from the celebration of USU's first comprehensive campaign. Have a great day, Cache Valley.